What's going on, guys? Just doing a quick little review here of the NVDA signal we got yesterday. This big volume candle to the downside. It looks like NVIDIA is still hanging on. It still has not closed and confirmed above this line. So basically what I said is, I like this if we can close and confirm above it, or not above it, below this line right here at around 217.90 or around 217, maybe even 217.50, somewhere in this area. If a candle can come down here and close below this, that could be a possible sign of continuation of the downside. The markets, though, we're still quite bullish. And so, you always got to consider that. I'm not a big time shorter of the market as well. But, whenever I see a 5-star, it kind of catches my attention. I just think that adding this extra step of closing below or above is always a smart move. And I've been even doing something recently where essentially if there's a smaller time frame trend line, so something like this that shows up. So here's 1, 2, 3, and then it broke it right here. A lot of the times it'll come back and then retest this. Even on the lower time frames. I always thought it was just maybe the higher time frames, but the more I study this pattern, the more it really does seem like it likes to come back into these zones. So it really did that. It honestly looked like it was going to continue to the upside here, and it got weak. So we see that there is a lot of uncertainty at this price point. Or at these prices right here. So the buyers and the sellers are just kind of battling. So it would need to come, I think it needs to come back into this and then just start blowing out some of these resistance points for a bull case. Now for a bear case, we still are watching this line right here. So that doesn't mean that even if we come up here, somewhere up here today, we still need to watch this particular line. Because it definitely could fall and break very rapidly if this market starts to deteriorate. So I don't know if that's going to happen, though. I really don't know. Just because this really did hold on. Really, it held on, and again, this is only one day away. But anything could snap this market, and so you do want to keep an eye and keep watching this. Another one that I just shot out to members would be Amazon. So I like this Amazon breakout right here. So you guys know that I am a trend line. I'm a price action guy. I'm a breakout guy. So this is no different than any other time. There is a nice level here that it needs to break as well. But this is a really good breakout opportunity here. So I did grab some. I actually grabbed some AMZU. So AMZU, that is the 2x leverage, and I can even look at that chart for you guys as well. AMZU. So essentially, this is going to move double time. So this is only $43. So if you have a small account, this is a great opportunity. These tickers are. I always love trading this TSLL for Tesla, because they move so quickly and rapidly, and you can gather up a lot of shares. But I like this move. So I would be interested to see if we can go back to all-time highs. And if we can go back to all-time highs, that is a nice 7-8% move back to all-time highs here on AMZU. I actually wanted to zoom out just to make sure that is, because, oh wait, no, we are not at all-time highs. The all-time highs on AMZU would be, let's actually check this out. So that would be 16%. So, but my first target would definitely be this one around 7%, 7.77%. And then maybe up here, maybe if we can get up to this particular zone, what we could do is move our stop loss to somewhere in the money, and then just let the others ride, or just let the trade go. I do like doing that. A stop loss that makes sense would be somewhere somewhere down here. If it breaks this level, that's a 10% stop. I might not even go that far. I might even just stick with below this candle, this candle right here. So maybe a tighter stop, maybe around 6%, just because I don't want to hold on to something if this does, if these markets turn, which I don't know if these markets are going to turn and just die this quickly. But I would like to maybe save myself here if something, something does happen. So I'd probably have a tighter stop loss. This is more of a 1-to-1 type trade, maybe a little bit better than that, actually, maybe a little bit better than that. But that's my second trade here that I'm watching as well. You guys did follow. If you guys have remembered McDonald's trades is still. This trade is still. It recovered. It did a little V-shaped recovery, and so we had an initial breakout, really nice breakout, come back, retest, and then now it is trying to. What's happening here? This is a classic case of it just cannot break resistance. It just can't break this. It did come back down here and retest some of these zones before coming back in. So if it can break this resistance, though, I still like the target of 290. So I still like that. It had a nice little pullback here. So I think if this does, I think McDonald's could definitely come back in and gain some momentum here. So again, this is all thanks to the brand new coiled spring system. I've been finding these trades. Actually, Amazon, I don't think we even had an Amazon with coiled spring, so I shouldn't say that. This is just a classic trend line break. Let me see if we actually did have one. So we actually had a sell there. Anything in the lower time frames, and I don't just want to yeah, there was one here on this breakout. This already was a target hit, but again, I don't really mess with this on the lower time frames. Let's see if we had anything on the higher. Note, but my bread and butter is always 30 minutes, so we didn't really have anything in the coiled spring, which is fine because it didn't really go. This is a different kind of strategy. This is more of a breakout trend line breakout strategy. I guess you could argue that it went sideways here a little bit, and we almost actually had the trade right here, but it just there wasn't that all that criteria was not met. But yeah, Amazon looks good. Keep an eye on NVDA, and yeah, we'll continue to keep grinding. We'll continue to keep watching these trades. Enjoy your long Memorial Day weekend. You guys have any plans for Memorial Day? Let me know. What are you guys doing? I'll be doing probably some yard work, getting ready for a pool, and some different things like that. And obviously spending time with family. So, all right, guys, see you in the next one.